Alrighty, everyone, welcome back to the Arizona Cardinals franchise. It is week 7, and we are 5-1. We have done a really good job um, just pulling together some wins. Obviously, not pretty, but we're getting wins, and that's what matters. And we have to play now my favorite team in real life, the Steelers, in Acrisure Stadium at Pittsburgh. And they're 4-2. They're a very good team themselves. They're pretty good on offense. Their defense is great against the pass, not great against the run. So we can maybe look to have a big Trey Benson, Marcus Robinson day. But we'll see. A couple things to note. Weekly awards. Cody Simon with 10 tackles and a sack gets a Defensive Player of the Week. Pretty cool. Looking for contract negotiations. Fun fact, I just looked before I started recording. There's only one mentor tackle in the entire game right now. And it's Jake Matthews, and I'm not trading for him because he's a $20 million cap hit. So I'm not doing that just to make this easier. We're just going to have to pay him more. As simple as that. Simple as that. And he's going to sign. It's way more than I wanted to spend, but in the grand scheme of things, it should be worth it. Buda Baker, I don't think he's worth the money. We're not going to flat out decline for him, but we're going to hold off on that. And I think we're still holding off on James Conner and I don't know, Christian Fulton. Let me throw an offer that's like a $3.5 million. Okay. He doesn't want that, so we're going to hold off on that as well then. We do have a linebacker breakout who I'm assuming is for Cody Simon. Let's see, though, if that is the case. It should be. It is. Our defense coordinator wants him to get 6 tackles, a sack, pick, forced fumble. I think that's doable. Sure. Try to do that. I think he's at star dev right now. I can't remember. But we'll see if we can do that. That would be awesome. Weekly strategy here. Of course, going to take this silver. Fool me never off. I don't care about that much. We do want to keep our aerial suppression and interior havoc on. And I think we're going to want to do... we'll do trench goblins as well, just to keep on that. And, okay, so O-line XP has 1 more week. D-line has 3 weeks. And obviously the scouting, that stays. That's fine. Keep red zone passing, and we'll throw in our deep freeze in 3-4. That looks good to me, and we'll go ahead and sim the training and see if we pick up any injuries. Hoping not. Jenkins is still out with that broken collarbone. That's just been rough, and we actually are missing our long snapper for today. I don't know why he's technically on defense, but our long snapper is hurt, meaning who steps in? I don't know, honestly. It's going to be Sam Redding, because I don't want it to be Mike Morris. That's brutal, actually. Another thing I want to see here, injury report. Still 1 to 3 weeks for Jenkins. Shoulder strain. Nick Moore should be back next week. I wouldn't feel like it's a necessary thing to bring in another long snapper unless the game makes me, which it shouldn't. Garrett Williams needs an upgrade here. Go ahead and give him man coverage. 84 overall now. Decent upgrade there. We'll take that. And then our young center, rookie center, Tevin Lewis, who had an injury last week. he's able to play today. Still a little concerned about his injury, his re-injury, I should say, but should be okay. Aside from that, I think we are good. We're going to hop into this. I guess two things to note. They are missing two very important pieces, Joshua Carter and Zach Frazier. They're starting quarterback and center. So definitely have a chance to really dominate on defense today. And we should, hopefully. I don't know who their backup is, though, so we will see. But here we are in Pittsburgh, PA. Weather actually looks decent. Here's Snoop Dogg waving the terrible towel. And very excited to see how this game turns out here. We'll take a look at their team and who they have. It's going to be, looks like Will Howard starting today, who's similar rating to Josh Carter. So shouldn't, in theory, see much of a drop-off in play. You would think. But Will Howard will be the starter today. Running back, they have Caleb Johnson, who has developed extremely well. And they also have rookie Zaire Whitlock as his number 2. Receiver, they do have DK. They have Christian Watson and Dontavian Wicks. They also still have Roman Wilson and a rookie receiver, Diaz. Very interesting group of receivers here. Very big receivers. Also, the size and speed with DK and Watson are going to be a problem. So that's not going to be fun. Tight end, they have Pat Freiermuth. He's still very good, very solid. Second year left tackle, Ross Barden. He was a first-round pick. And left tackle, Drew Scruggs. Center, obviously we said they're missing Zach Frazier, who's a very good center. So they'll have Dylan McMahon in there. Not great. And then right guard, for some reason, instead of Wyatt Teller or even Max Mitchell, they're starting Isaac Seumalo. And then Troy Fatanu at right tackle. And then on defense, they still have TJ Watt, who's still very good, 96 overall. Alex Highsmith, also very good, 89 overall. And then Christian Wilkins, Derek Harmon at D-tackle, and Eric Gonzalez. It's a really good front 4 there, front 5. Patrick Queen, Jawan Bentley, and Peyton Wilson. Not a bad linebacker group, honestly. And then at corner, they still have Jalen Ramsey starting, Joey Porter, and then Carrington Valentine. Also have 2 second-year guys in Bates and Rainey. At free safety, they have Alohi Gilman and strong safety Deshaun Elliott. Riley Dixon at punter and Braden Narvison at kicker. So it's not going to be an easy matchup. Like I said, they're a good team. They're missing their starting quarterback and center, which will make things a little bit more interesting for their offensive side of things. But still, they have great weapons pretty much everywhere. And that's a big hit. Akeem Davis-Gaither, but he gets to the 31. Here comes Will Howard. His career stats, only over 1,000 yards, 4 touchdowns. Never got the chance to start post Rodgers. But here we are. First play, Howard coming in. And here is a run. Caleb Johnson only gets 2. Last week he had 16 for 136 and 2 touchdowns, and that shows you just the type of player Caleb Johnson has turned into here in Pittsburgh. Very different from real life, where he has just not gotten a chance to do anything. 2nd and 8, motioning. It's going to be a play action. I'm distracted by everything. That's a drop. Garrett Williams with the coverage on DK Metcalf. Great job. It's a very good play. Don't let DK get going. I mean, that's great because Garrett Williams is at 88 speed, I believe, and keeping up with DK at 94 speed. It's quite good. Here's a quick throw out to Watson. He fights for the first down. Unfortunately, gets there. Will Johnson just not able to bring him down in time. First down from the 41. It's going to be another run. Caleb Johnson breaks one tackle, but doesn't get much, only a yard. And that's not good. Dylan Easley down on the field. One of our starty tackles. Hopefully he'll be okay. Means Cohen and Palage will be stepping in here a little bit more. Here's going to be a play action. And he's going to throw it, finding DK on the sideline, incomplete, just a little too late. I'm going to just bring Cohen in. I don't want him to necessarily force himself to play. Don't want him to rush back yet, so Moses Cohen will have a chance here. 3rd and 9 from the 42. Looking past Will Howard. He's trying, and he just takes a little too long, and DK gets a 2-yard gain, and that's it, out of bounds. They'll have to punt. That is something I've noticed with Will Howard thus far, is he's a little bit hesitant to rip some throws early. Like he's taking a little longer than he should. Calvin Allen getting a little shifty here. Finds his way to the 29. And here comes Kyler in the offense. And yeah, this is what I want to see other than the decimal for the passing yards. I don't know why there's decimals for passing yards, but sure. But it's going to be interesting here to see, because this is a really good defensive front. I know their run defense is rated really low, but it's still a really good defense. And here's Trey Benson with a chance to run a big gain here, and it's 12 yards. And maybe it's been more of a play calling issue than a personnel issue. Here's another run. Benson fighting for 3. Last week had a nice game, 12 for 91. And I don't know. We'll see. This defense has a lot of good players everywhere pretty much, but their front 7 is the scariest part. We're going past it. It's just going to be too far, and there's a penalty on the Steelers. They're going to say it's PI on Jalen Ramsey. They saw the pull back there from Jalen on Michael Wilson. And it's going to be a first down here. It's a run again. Benson cutting back upfield, and he's going to get tackled by Porter. It's a great tackle, because otherwise that could have been a touchdown. And 2nd and 1. Benson once again in the backfield. Handoff up the middle. Benson looking for space. Benson running all the way down to the 7-yard line. 51 yards on this drive already for Trey. Having himself a great start of the game here. Let's see. I'm feeling play action boot, but not to the left. Some to the right here. I don't really want to flip the play. Looks, yeah, this running back's. Yeah, this one here. From the 7. We'll play action. Looking for something. Throwing it back. It's Morris with the touchdown pass completed. Mike Morris, the rookie tight end, with another touchdown on the season. And Steelers defense looks lost there. I mean, we didn't throw it very much, but the run game completely obliterated the Steelers defense. And that could be an ugly sign for the potential of this game here. As if the Steelers are not going to be able to stop the run, then it might be just a long day for the Steelers defense. But nonetheless, here is the Steelers offense. They got to get stuff going here too to help out the defense. They cannot let the defense cannot give our defense much chances here. And there's a throwaway on the sack, almost sack. Walter Nolan there. What I meant to say was they got to sustain a bit of a drive here to give their defense some time to rest and breathe. Give them a chance to catch their breath and recharge for next drive. And there's a gain of 8 from Caleb Johnson on the screen. Sets up a 3rd and 2. So, let's see here. The receiver stacked to the left. And he's looking pass. Looking. He's going to be sacked, actually. I don't know if they're going to count that as a sack or maybe that was just a run for very little gain. But Josh Sweat stopped. Howard, he looked, saw he had potential to run it for a first, and Sweat was there. And they're going to have to punt. Doesn't matter if it was a sack or not, but another punt. And right now, Will Howard is definitely frazzled here. You know, not a lot of starting experience for him, so he's... And going against the Super Bowl champs from last year is definitely a way to get some reps, for sure. Let's see. First down from the 25. It's going to be a handoff. Robinson finding space. Robinson, big first down again. This run game looking almost unstoppable here. See if the Steelers can finally get a stop on these runs. We'll play action here. And pressured, Kyler going to have to run around, try to make something happen. He's just going to throw it away. That was dangerous. Highsmith on the pursuit there. And 2nd down and 10. Looking pass again. We're going Trey McBride. McBride quick here. Gets 8 yards. His 2nd game back from injury. And it's 3rd and 2. Steelers really need to stop here. See if they can get it. It's going to be a quick RPO throw. Marvin Harrison makes the grab for the first down into the 50-yard line. I like this play here. Under a minute to go in the first quarter from the 50. Play action. Kyler takes a shot deep. It's Mike Morris, just he can't connect too far for the tight end. Had him potentially for a touchdown, just not able to get it there. 2nd down and 10. Going quick RPO again. Ramos this time. Ramos with the speed. Takes it to the house 50 yards, and he is so good at that. That is his specialty, is just the run after catch, get his jets going. And he can run it all the way back to the end zone there. And quickly, we're up 14-0 nearing the end of the first quarter. And the Steelers really haven't shown much sign of life on either side of the ball, which is unfortunately how some of the games have gone in recent years as a Steelers fan, seeing that. There's a big hit Keem Davis gave there. Again, I mean, I'm very curious to see what the plan is here. They obviously want to get their run game going. They have a lot of success with Caleb Johnson, and especially not having your second-year quarterback, franchise quarterback. Here's a run. Caleb Johnson finding a hole, finding space, running it all the way down inside the 20 to the 19. Jalen Thompson saves a touchdown. What an incredible play. But I was just saying that they really need to rely on the run game here because Will Howard has very little experience leading an offense on the NFL level. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter as we're up 14-0. But the Steelers looking to get their first points here with a huge Caleb Johnson run after being shut down thus far otherwise. All right, first down from the 19. And this one's going to be a pass here. And it's going to be Howard trying to run again. Gets 2 yards. It's Pelage, I believe, on the tackle. It's been very interesting seeing how willing Howard is to run himself. Here is going to be a pass, but Howard again looking, rolling, and it's going to be intercepted. Garrett Williams makes the play, and it's going to be tackled down at the 6. But he tried going to DK when he rolled out. I think he kind of wanted to run again, but he just didn't have anything in terms of running. So he decided to just throw it up to his big receiver, but unfortunately he underthrew it, put it behind him, and Garrett Williams was there to make the play. Now here comes Trey Benson with a run. Only 2 yards there. Loey Gilman makes a play there. 2nd and 8. Play action. We're going wide open. Mike Morris again. He misses the throw. Kyler. Oh, man. We had him so open. I just could not hit him on the money. So it's going to be a 3rd and 8 here. Looking for Marvin again. It's overthrown. Kyler just missing some key throws here today. And now we're going to have to punt it. Finally, Steelers defense makes a play, but really, it was more Kyler missing 2 key throws that brought him here. And, tripped up there. It's a returner. But this is their best field position here. Interesting that they're showing receiving touchdowns for running backs. Caleb has 1, which is tied for 2nd behind Saquon. Yeah, we'll see here. I'm very curious to see if the Steelers can take advantage of this opportunity here. Will Howard in the backfield by himself, looking like a quick receiver screen to Roman Wilson. The pressure got in there and just did not make the play. Interested that they didn't start with a run there. And here's me another pass. Still no running. And he's going to look for a man. It's Caleb Johnson who takes a shot but holds on. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 here. It's a great catch from Caleb. They have yet to get Christian Watson really involved at all. 3rd and 1. Here's a handoff to Blasingame, the fullback, and this Keem Davis-Gaither on the play. And they're going to punt it here. I think, realistically, they should consider going for it, but they're not going to. Tomlin is not really a risk taker like that. And this punt is going to bounce into the end zone. That was close to bouncing back. So we'll take it at the 20. 6 minutes to go in the half here. Steelers offense still really no sign of life. Cardinals offense faltered last time. Let's see if we can get anything this time. Here's a handoff. Benson finding another 1st down to the 31. To the 31 we go. I'm going to go play action here. We're like Michael Wilson. He's open on the little out route there, and he makes a 1st down play out of bounds to the 46. 5 minutes to go in the half. Here's another run. It's going to be Benson. Tripped up for a second. There's going to be a flag on Arizona. Come on, guys. What are we doing? Oh, such a great run. But Marvin Harrison on the other side of the field, mind you, with an illegal block in the back. It's crazy, but it's going to be his 1st and 2. Yeah, it's not something you'll see very often here. But 1st and 2. We're going to tight end screen out to Trey McBride. He's going to get the 1st down and more, and he's going to fight through to the 25. Trying to get him involved as much as we can as well. He's awesome. 1st down from the 25 now. Motioning Mike Wilson. And it's going to be a little play action boot, but jeez. Alex Highsmith with the sack. I mean, yeah, that's just an incredible play. He's been much more of a game wrecker today than TJ has thus far. Which has been true in real life this past season. I think we've seen that more to be the case. But yeah, I mean, it's been tough here against Alex Highsmith. We're gonna throw it up one-on-one, make a play, and Harrison just didn't want to. I hate when Madden. It's like, please, at least try to go up for it, but they never do. I never understand that. 3rd and 16 here, going to the Texas route. Marcus Robinson with the catch. 4th and 7 to the 21. We'll just take the 3. And, stalled out a little bit again. Steelers defense finding a little bit on defense there. A little bit of life. And we'll see if their offense can find something, because they clearly have not been able to outside of the big runs. And here's going to be a fumble forced. It's Jalen Thompson who recovers it too. What a play. And that sets us up in the red zone here from the 15. What a play from Jalen Thompson. First down. Play action boot again. Again, pressured Highsmith again. We're going to throw it back to Mike Morris. Mike Morris. He makes the catch. It's going to be a 2nd and 6 here. All right, Marcus Robinson still in the backfield. We'll bring Trey back in. Here's our handoff. Robinson runs into Harmon. He gets a couple yards, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 17-0. That was actually Christian Wilkins. My bad. He's 94. You'd think I know that. But it's going to be 3rd and 2 from the 7 here. I was considering the fade to Harrison. I just don't think that's going to be the move. It's going to be Ramos. It's deflected at the line. Kyler is so short. And Christian Wilkins is also there to make the play. I think we're going to go for it here. I don't really see a reason not to. It's 4th and 2 from the 7. Like, we're up 17. You know, this puts them in bad field position. Worst case scenario. And it's going to be Trey McBride with the catch and first down. And the clock continues to run here. Steelers take a timeout. They want a chance here to score before halftime, which I don't blame them. I would too if I were them. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we want to do a QB run of some kind. QB blast. Yeah. We just need our right side of the line and center to play well here. And here's going to be a run. Kyler into the end zone for the touchdown. Makes this a 24-0 lead here. And the Steelers just have posed very little threat here thus far. But this is where they really need to shine here. Will Howard and company need to put some points on the board before halftime to try to get some momentum. And there's going to be another huge hit. That's Ross with the tackle. And they keep showing Carter coming out on the field like, dude, he's injured. He's not playing. He is not coming out onto the field right now. First down from the 22. Looking pass. It's muddied up the field. It's Walter Nolan with the sack. Yeah, there was just nothing there. It seemed like everybody was kind of mixed up in different areas there. Be another one. Quick throw out to Caleb Johnson. Broken one tackle. Breaking another. He's tracked down by Nolan. Gains 3 after a hard-fought play. Under a minute to go. They don't want to use a timeout here. 3rd and 13. Looking past one-on-one. DK Metcalf tries to make the play, and he does. Garrett Williams gets beat, and that's the size advantage and mismatch that we've been worried about happening on those one-on-one situations. I mean, yeah, those are just not situations that our DBs can handle. I mean, DK and Christian Watson, both huge receivers. It's a mismatch. And it's going to be pressure again. And Howard's going to find a man. It's DK again. And tackled by Jordan Birch. They're not going to take a timeout. They still have 2. No, they only have 1. My apologies. They take a snap here. He's looking. Howard takes a sack, and that's Birch. And they're going to have to take a timeout here and take their 3. With 2 seconds left. I thought they were going to not get that off in time, but they still are going to get a chance to get points here, but still. Definitely would have preferred to have a touchdown. And it's going to be almost blocked. Oh, my goodness. Cardinals really wanted to have that scoreless in the halftime, but Steelers do get 3. Makes this a 21-point game. And let's take a look and see how the rest of the league is looking up to this point in the halftime report. We've got Chargers, Raiders. Raiders are really on their last gasp here. Handoff to a running back. It's not Ashton Genty. I have no idea who that is. It's Compton. And Spellman and company get their second win, 27-21 over the Chargers and Herbert. Pretty solid job there. Raiders trying to maybe make a turnaround here. Then Jaguars at 4-2 versus the 2-4 Panthers. Bryce Young rolling out right, looking. He's finding a man open, throws it, caught. Touchdown, 1-point victory, 15-14 win there for the Panthers. That was Simmons. I believe that's a second-year or rookie receiver. And then this is a big one for our division and conference here. 4-2 Rams, 4-2 Bears. Going head-to-head. Caleb Williams takes it himself, runs it in from 35 yards out, I believe, and dives in. 38-28 win for the Bears. They move to 5-2. Rams down to 4-3. So that's pretty important there. And we see Niners up 14-7 over the Vikings at halftime as well. But in this game here, I mean, it's been just pretty much completely Cardinals the whole way. Not a lot of positive plays for the Steelers thus far. Caleb Johnson has had potential plays, but they just haven't really ran the football enough to matter. They had that big one earlier, like after why is Pat Freiermuth as their kickoff specialist right now? I don't know. Very odd, but there he is. It shouldn't be. He doesn't do that in real life, so I don't know what the point of that is, but we get stopped at the 28 there. Very interesting. And we come back out, and we have a chance to probably put this one away, in all honesty. So let's see if we can. And it's going to be a handoff. Benson tries to find his way up the field. Stops there. That was Derek Harmon. I was right. No, I'm still wrong. It's Christian Wilkins. Jeez. No, Derek Harmon wears 99. Bro. Come on, man. I should know this. Made a play action this time. Got pressured. It's Morris with the catch. Takes a huge shot from Anthony, or Will linebacker, and don't really get much. 2 yards. 3rd and 8. Feeling like, yeah, let's do this high-low dig. Let's see, who are we liking here? What is happening over there? They're offsides. So to say, I see him offsides. We're just going to throw it. As we were getting pressured, I was so distracted by Jalen Ramsey lining up offsides there. Don't know what happened there. We will accept that. Makes this an easier 3rd down for us. 3rd and 3. Ooh. Is this a cover 2? This looks like some sort of cover 2. Go quick. Trey Benson can't bring it in. It's Peyton Wilson on the play. It was a cover 6, actually. And we're going to have to punt. Steelers defense stepping up big time here. Giving their offense a chance to make progress on this lead. And that's going to bounce into the end zone, unfortunately. I need to start doing the... I forget what it's called. The one where it bounces back. The rebound kicks. That's not what they're called at all, but yeah. First down from the 20. Going to be a handoff here. It's going to be Caleb Johnson getting 3 yards. Jalen Thompson with a great play. But, I mean, it's probably good to see them see some runs here. Getting the run game going is not a bad idea. Here's going to be a quick throw broken up. Garrett Williams and DK Metcalf have been going at it today. They really haven't. It's been an interesting battle here. So they're two very different types of players, and you would assume DK should absolutely dominate Garrett Williams, but not the case today. Here's a big throw. It's going to be deep, completed. Christian Watson, Jalen Thompson had a hand on it too. Just not able to make the play to knock it out. First down from the 45. Handoff. Caleb Johnson stood up. No, he breaks a tackle. Oh, my goodness. Where are you going, Cohen? Caleb Johnson gets 6 yards. What a hard-fought 6 yards that was. Wow. That was crazy. Just completely shrugged Jordan Birch off. That was an incredible play. 5 wide. Howard looking for anything deep. I mean, he's open. It's Will Howard just going to run it himself. And slides before he takes a shot from Kyle Hamilton. And we're seeing some life here in Pittsburgh. Coach Tomlin obviously bringing some life after halftime here. It's going to be pressure. And Howard's going to get sacked. No, it's going to be a 1-yard gain for Howard. It's Nick Herbig, former Steeler, on the play. Second and 9. Looking pass again. Howard gets hit as he throws it. And Walter Nolan was there on the play. And it's probably for the best that was incomplete because that was probably going to be picked off. 3rd and 9. From the 27. Looking pass, going to find it. Lays it up there, but Buda Baker with a great play on Dontavian Wicks. He tried to throw it to him, but should have probably thrown a bullet pass instead of a jump ball. And this one's going to be a field goal. And it is good. So it is a 18-point game, still 3 scores, but still, I mean, they're chipping away at the lead here. Still don't know why Pat Freiermuth is out there on kickoff specialist. And here's Calvin Allen with a chance to return this. All the way, Calvin Allen going to get out of bounds at the 28. What a return. His best return of the season. It's an incredible play. First down. We only have 1 more passing yard than they do. It's because we've been running it so much and so well as well. Benson with a first down run. It's just been too easy to run on these guys. They have not put up much of a fight. So the Trey McBride quick. He drops it. Peyton Wilson with a great play. Second down and 10. From the 18. It's going to be a read option. Pitch. Kyler Murray with the chance to pitch it, but he chose to keep it himself. Gets down to the 4. Nice play there. First and goal from the 4. Steelers need a stop here. It's going to be Marvin Harrison with the catch and touchdown on Joey Porter, and that is not what they needed in the slightest. Makes this a 25-point game. Which that might be the game ender, in all honesty. That could put them out of reach here of winning this one. There's still a lot of time, don't get me wrong, but it's just it's been a struggle for the Steelers team to find much. And that's just another big hit on the returner. Owen Papo on the play. Let's see here. First down. Looking pass once again. Trying to find something. Pressured, sacked again. It's Moses Cohen on the play. I mean, the pressure is just getting in so quickly. No Zach Frazier has been a big issue today. Second and 15 from the 16. Motioning Freiermuth. He's looking past. Again, he's just getting pressured. And it's Nolan and company on the play. Just a little, he's not comfortable in the pocket at all. That is part of the issue that we're seeing. He's just frantically running around now. And his O-line obviously not really capable of handling this interior pressure, but still has just been not doing much here. And here's going to be a run. Howard with a chance to bring it to the end zone. It's going to be picked up after a fumble injury. Isaac Seumalo. Big hit from Will Johnson. And covered by Buda Baker. And this Steelers team just feels just completely defeated, and they really want their quarterback and center back as soon as possible. There's be another run. Benson takes a huge shot from Patrick Queen. Under a minute to go in the third here. Robinson in the backfield. And this one's going to be handoff Robinson again. Robinson stiff arming down to the 6-yard line. Incredible run. And that's another thing. When you have two running backs that are really, really good, you can cycle between them and they just don't get that tired. And we're going to let this one go into the fourth quarter as we're up 31-6 with pretty much the win on our really on our hands. If we lose this, that is completely on us. So, first and goal from the 6. Going, oh my God. Why did I lob that so high? I don't know. I kind of let go on accident. And, well, it's going to be incomplete. Second goal from the 6. It's going to be a little toss out to Robinson. Fighting down for the end zone touchdown, Marcus Robinson. And now we're up 32 here. They're going to need 4 touchdowns with all two-point conversions completed as well. Let's see if they can do it. It's not looking likely here. Aubrey kicks this one off. It's going to be another return from Bates. And big hit from Budda Baker, looking for more turnovers. They've turned over the football 3 times today. It's 6 on the season, so clearly they've done a great job this season not turning over the football, but today has been the opposite issue. And I mean, it's not been a clean football game at all for the Steelers. And here's to be a run. Caleb Johnson, stiff arming, gets 4 yards. Still willing to run here. Definitely wasn't expecting it, but it's not the most shocking thing, in all honesty. 2nd and 6 from the 26. Another run, handoff. Budda Baker there on the play. 3rd and 5. From the 26-yard line. Motioning Freiermuth out. And looking throw. Looking pass. He's going deep one-on-one. Jalen Thompson, the safety, versus DK Metcalf. He can't bring it in. DK could not make the catch. And it is going to be a 4th and 5 here. From the 26-yard line. And it's going to be a throw deep. Roman Wilson can't bring it in. Kyle Hamilton knocks it free. And, I mean, that's really going to do it at this point. They just had no chance here. We're going to bring in James Conner after this one. Give our top 2 a rest here. That's a big hit. But really not much here going on at this point. Just going to run this clock out. James Conner takes another big hit. They're trying to get the ball. Clearly, this defense just still hungry, still fighting, but, you know, it's obviously not going to amount to much here. 3rd and 11. Another handoff. Conner gets that yard back, and we'll take our 3. Aubrey knocks this one through. 35-point game now. They now need 5 touchdowns. Or 4 touchdowns with 2-point conversions and a field goal. But, I mean, come on. It's unrealistic. Their offense has not been able to do anything all day. Really, they haven't. And, I mean, it looks like they're kind of giving up at this point, too. They're going I form. Probably just going to run the football out here, run the clock down, get out of here with as little as they can injury-wise. And there's going to be a sack, actually. There's a play action. Walter Nolan just rushed through. and demolished that play from the moment it began. 2nd and 15 now. And pressure, and it's going to be another run for Howard. Slides after 3 yards. Just, not much happening here. That's why he's running it so much. There's just nothing there. 3rd and 12. Howard looking, just going short. Wicks takes a big hit from Josh Sweat. 4th and 8. They're just going to punt it. They've accepted defeat at this point. They're not really even looking to put more points on. They just want to get out of here without any injuries. Fair enough. Calvin Allen with the return. Gets down to the 34. And at this point, yeah, we're just going to run the clock out here. So I will skip ahead, honestly. Oh, God. What the hell? Okay, that was an interesting play there, jumping back in because they're trying to put some points on the board again. Somehow make an incredible play there, the Fryer move. And that just communication error there. Second down. There's a quick one. Caleb Johnson fighting for 9. Yeah, he's been really good. He's done an incredible job at just managing the breakthrough contacts somehow. Howard just throwing it away on 4th and 1. Sure, I guess. 4th and 1 from the 40. Oh, it's going to be run. Caleb Johnson stopped. That's it. We end it. Let's get out of here. Crazy attempt there, but yeah, we're gonna get out of this one. Huge win, 41-6. We'll take one more knee here. We're gonna head to 6-1. We're gonna send the Steelers down to 4-3. And just a big statement win here. No nonsense. Worst teams would have played down to the Steelers here today, and we just didn't. We played as good as a Super Bowl winning team should against a team that's missing their starting quarterback and their best lineman. Although, I don't know, their defense looks really rough for a lot of the game. I mean, there was a lot of points where they were actually really good, though. Just maybe not enough. And, Kyler didn't have to throw a lot. Didn't complete a lot of his passes, but 3 touchdowns, 118 yards. Howard just didn't have a good game. Our run game was really good. Benson and Robinson did their thing. Caleb Johnson was really good. He was their star player, clearly, but just not enough usage, really. And they didn't really get DK as involved or Christian Watson as much as they should, or even Freiermuth. They just struggled. Harrison and Morris had touchdowns for us. McBride got a couple catches. Walter Nolan had an insane game. 2.5 sacks, 3 TFLs. Moses Cohen had a nice game. Highsmith actually was their best defender. Birch had a nice game. Garrett Williams had the pick in the end zone. That was pretty big. And I don't think Cody Simon's going to get his dev upgrade because he didn't do very much. 3 total tackles, and that's it. So, Jalen Thompson, Will Johnson. Jalen Thompson, Will Johnson had fumbles. Buda Baker with the recovery on the one on Howard. And, yeah, just domination there. Not much to say. Just a clubbing. Clubbing on this Steelers team. Would have been interesting to see Josh Carter, but we didn't have the opportunity to see him. So, oh well. Trey Benson with an upgrade. Love to see it. Sure, and Joshua Ramos with an upgrade here. He had a touchdown in the game that I forgot about and didn't even look at. Go physical, sure. I'd like to get him more involved sometimes, but at the same time, he's doing good for what he is. He has a return man ability. I don't even have him on returns. So do we want him to have that? He's definitely not going to have Steamroller. We'll do Runoff Elite and the Deep in Elite. I think that would be good for him. Doesn't really need the return man since he's not a return man. And yeah, Cody Simon is going to get XP. But just did not get the dev upgrade there because he really just didn't have the chance to do much. Everyone else was making plays. That's okay, as we have a incredible week there. Trade deadline coming up soon. I was considering looking at some people, but I don't really think there's much to add to this team. Like maybe a corner, but in the grand scheme of things, there's really not a lot here. I didn't know this. I forgot about their return man, Oscar Bates, superstar dev corner, has terrible zone coverage. No, I don't want to trade for him. That seems unrealistic. But that is going to be it. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.